Hi guys, in this video we are going to be testing a new brow product by Catrice Cosmetics, and this is a professional brow palette. The price for this one is €6.99 and we are getting 5.5 grams of product. You can find this palette in two shades. I got mine in the shade 10 light to medium. We have two shades that you can use as a highlighter, also 6 powders for your brows, and a wax that you can use as a primer or a top coat on your brows. We're going to use it in both ways so we can see how it works better. This palette is cruelty free and I'm going to do a wear test for the brow products so we can see if they are long lasting. So this one can last up to 12 months and it is made in PRC. In the pictures it doesn't look like it is so small. However, I like the packaging. It is very lightweight. We have a cardboard packaging. Also in the palette we have a very convenient mirror. I like the design of the palette. You can also see the shades that you have on the packaging. I have already cleaned my brows because I'm always applying foundation on top of them. Let's take all the hair back. It is so hot today. On this brow I want to use a wax as a primer, and first of all I'm gonna start with the swatches so we can see what colors we have. I like that we have so many of them. You can mix them and find the perfect color for your brows. I'm gonna start off with the wax, and with my spoolie I will try to take some of the product. We don't have any directions on the line or on the packaging, so I will try to do the technique for soap brows. I'm brushing all the brow hair upwards, and after that I'm taking the clean side of the spoolie and I'm brushing again. Now that I'm using the palette, I think that we could have a slightly bigger mirror because it is a tiny palette. It would be better if all of this area was a mirror. Yeah, and I'm going to use another one because I cannot see myself in that one. For now, I think that it does a very good job at holding my brow hair upwards. It is sticky. I'm going to take some with my fingertip and I want to swatch it and let it here for a couple of minutes. I want to see if it is going to dry down. I'm going to take the soft brown shade with an eyebrow brush by Essence. I'm not very sure that I'm doing something. I will mix the colors. Maybe it's the color. I'm trying to press on top of the wax to fill in my brow hair. I'm taking now the shade Top, the darkest. And as you can see, I can still move my brows. With the clean side, I'm brushing again. And let's see if it's... Yeah, it is still sticky. It doesn't dry down. Let's check this. Okay, this is a little bit less sticky than in the beginning, and also the upper part looks very messy. I'm gonna clean up the edges here with my concealer. I'm using the Camouflage Matte Concealer by Essence. I have the shade 30 Light Honey. This is an angle brush by BH Cosmetics. Oh my god, the upper part is just terrible. So I will try to make it more presentable. I'm taking again the top shade. I'm carving again the edges. It doesn't look that bad now, but we need to see if the wax is long lasting. My arch here looks a little bit messy. I don't like that. It's not very easy to use the brow shades on top of the wax. You need to go back and forth all the time to blend them together. So I'm going to set the concealer with a little bit of powder. It is like an area here, this specific one, that I just cannot fill in because the wax is removing the powder. On the other brow, I'm gonna start off with the powders. I'm using a clean spoolie to blend the product. I'm also taking the top shade. As you can see, it doesn't look very nice specifically on the upper part of my brow because I don't have brow hair. I'm going to take some wax again. It's not very easy to take it from the palette, so I'm guessing that you need to use a spatula, take some of the product, scoop it out, and after that use it with your spoolie. And also a little check-in for the product that I have used before on my hand. It is still sticky, guys. And it is definitely 10 minutes now. It should have been dry. That's not a good sign. The brow powders are not holding, of course, my brow hair upwards, and it looks so messy now. I want to see if I can save it with the wax, and now I need to go back again in the brow powders. I think now it is even more difficult to use it. Specifically for this brow that is thinner, the wax and the face powders are not working. The wax as a top coat definitely doesn't work for me. And also on the other side that I have used it as a primer, we can see that the brow hair are going downwards again. This is not my best brow routine. I believe that if the wax was actually getting drier and it was setting with the powders or not, I think I could make it work. I also want to give them a second try and use them with a brow gel mascara that I like. Okay, so just a sec to bring it. I'm back. I want to use the Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara by Essence. I have the shade 2 Brownie Brows. This is working very well for me. So I'm going to remove all the products from this brow with a makeup wipe, and after that I'm removing the excess product with a tissue. I want to use some of the brow gel on this brow as well, just to see if I can make it work. Okay, it looks much better now. So for me the wax is a big no-no. I'm going to use this as the base for this brow. So I'm gonna let the product dry down, and after that I'm gonna fill in the gaps with the brow shades. The brow shades are not so saturated in color, and for that reason it's not easy for me to define my brows, and also they don't have a very good coverage and they move a lot. They are blending into nothing. It looks like I don't have a brow powder on my brows. I also want to see how the highlighters work. I'm going to take both of the shades because they are so similar. With an eyeshadow brush, they are super powdery. You can definitely see the difference between my brows, but it's not a very shimmery highlighting shade. So if you want something more subtle, you're going to like this one. So basically I didn't like most of the products of this palette. I think that it is going to work better for someone that wants very soft brows and doesn't have thin brows like me. Hi guys, it's been 5 hours and let's see what happened with the brows, or maybe the brow. I'm gonna zoom you in so you can see this magic happening. On the tail of my brow we can see that the product is very faded. Also on the inner part here the product is faded as well on the upper part, and also the wax here doesn't hold my brow hair. I'm not very impressed with this palette. Let me know in the comments if you have a favorite brow product that I can try. I would like to find something similar to this one because it has so many shades and also the highlighters. You can find here a 10-minute full face makeup look. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!